35 days from now, they'll play Super Bowl 54 here. Tonight, it's the 86th Capital One Orange Bowl from Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami Gardens, Florida. 9th ranked, the Gators of Florida, and the Who's of Virginia ranked 24th in the country. You know, these New Year's Six bowl games come with some perks. This week has been fun on the Florida shores. Some time with some beach, some time with a few stone crabs. A good time had by all for both Florida and Virginia. But now it's time to make it a business trip. Time for football. Both teams are hyped for this one, and we are ready to go as well. 76 degrees here in South Florida. Will be exciting to watch him. Virginia out of the ACC finally got a Coastal Division championship. And then the Florida Gators, back-to-back New Year's Six bowl games. And there's no question about it. Both teams wear blue and orange. They'll both be in their home uniforms tonight, which is rather different. But I think this is going to feel and sound an awful lot like the Swamp in Gainesville. Look at Coach Mullen getting the people fired up, his people. Against Clemson.
What a job Dan Mullen has done in 2 short years here at the University of Florida. 3 years ago, this team was 4-7, and now there's a buzz. They are brimming with confidence. Even going back to the Urban Meyer days, it hasn't been the same. And now Dan Mullen has brought this program back to the brink of the playoffs.
As for Coach Mendenhall in his 4th season, his first season here, they were a 2-win team. This would have been thought as a bit far-fetched to play in the Orange Bowl and a New Year's Six bowl. But here we go on a Monday night from South FLA. Brian Delaney kicks it in the air. And it will bounce out of the end zone. From the 25, and here we go. Off the play fake, Trask comes out throwing. The ball is tipped in the air. Virginia knows they need to steal a possession or two. Here's the blitz. Trask able to get rid of it and complete to Kyle Pitts.
Steady, durable, consistent play.
They do try to go to the ground game, and there it is, LaMichael Pirine breaking away down the left sideline. They do have a running game. 40 seconds in. Touchdown, Florida, 61 yards for LaMichael Pirine.
Cannot imagine how good this feels for LaMichael Pirine and for Dan Mullen, but most importantly, that offensive line. I want you to watch Devontae cross the corner. He's the one who's going to fall down on the play. It's his responsibility. That is his gap, and he falls down, and that's what allows Pirine to get to the second level. Devontae Cross has played all kind of positions on this defense. He's been a safety. He's been a corner and a nickel. They start him in this game ahead of Heskin Smith, and he falls down and gives up a big play.
I mean, that in essence, Grease, for Florida is a trick play because all they do is pass the football. All-time leader in victories with 25 for the Who's. Perkins comes out throwing on first down. On the ground.
Explosive he is, he's back healthy.
3rd down and 1. Perkins will keep it, try to get to the first down, and I don't think he got there. Regular season, when the Who's came here to play Miami.
Gets to hold on.
2nd down and 11, give him a loss on the last play. Here's Trask to throw, lofts one, and it is intercepted. Picked off. Nick Grant comes up with it for Virginia. Just what the Who's needed. That's Joe Reed in motion. Perkins has time, takes a shot, end zone, caught, touchdown. Terrell Jana. And just like that, we're off to the races. Virginia an extra point away from tying things up.
You got to give credit to Bronco Mendenhall, Robert and I, knowing how momentum affects big games like this. You get a big interception. Why not take a shot from the red zone fringe? You get one-on-one coverage with Jana, who has made play after play in the second half of this season.
Florida football in a 7-all game. Back to the ground game. It's Pirine.
The calls, that's what they're going to miss most.
2nd and 10, screen to Pirine, makes a few people miss, and again it's
they're long and get into throwing windows.
Here's Trask on 3rd and 9, set up the screen to Pirine's got some running room, has the first down and more. Fresh set of downs approaching midfield. Here's Trask to throw. Trask to throw, put some air underneath it, and nearly a 3rd down and 3. Gonna run for it. It's Pierce. Trask got some pressure.
Dan Mullen throughout the year.
And here is Jones doing exactly what he does, taking off and rushing the football. Trask has no problem there. Pocket is clean. Time for a cup of coffee and then some. Able to complete. 10th play of the drive upcoming. That's Hammond in motion. On the ground of Damian Pierce. There was nothing there. Both schools. 1st down and 10. Trask to throw for it. This drive that started from their own 25. Trask on the run to the corner of the end zone and out of bounds. Some pressure for Virginia. Trask able to unload and complete. The Pirine out of the backfield and into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Pirine 2nd.
Well, Michael Pirine came into this game with 35 catches on the season. That's 3rd on the team, only behind Pitts and Van Jefferson, and he is a dynamic route runner, and when he gets the football in the open field, very difficult to get on the ground.
See how Virginia can answer back. Some pressure on Perkins, flat-footed throw.
2nd level for a 1st down.
He'll hand it off to Joe Reed. The receiver takes the handoff in the backfield coming around. It's a record 53 that year. On 2nd down and short, set up the tight end Tanner Cowley.
His last game for Florida has to put some positive plays on tape.
Perkins to throw on 1st and 5.
For you, we'll take you out, catch your breath, we'll get you back in there.
Here's Perkins on him. Have Virginia in business. Here's Perkins trying to get the edge. Won't get there, won't get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. David Reese saw to that. That's Reed in motion. Perkins wants to run for it. Now they motion him to the left. Here's a Florida pressure. Perkins unloads, able to complete to Dubois back there, and it worked out for Virginia. Here's Perkins. Take a shot. Oh, had a man.
Incompletion of the game.
Under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Perkins. Florida pressure. Rolling to his left. Perkins and throwing and completing. Receiver for Virginia. From the 11. Perkins throwing. Great defensive play. Elam. 33 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Perkins setting up the screen out to Billy Kemp. Billy Kemp in motion, top of your screen. Some extra late pressure for Florida. Perkins has to secure the football, then throws to the end zone. It is caught. It's Dubois for a touchdown. Grabbing it over Marco Wilson. The strength of Dubois' hands to hang on to that and stay in. 9 yards for the score, or an extra point away for a tie game.
Wow, you're going to beat a top 10 team in the Orange Bowl as a 2-touchdown underdog. You're going to need to make plays like this. And Dubois with strong hands, as you mentioned, over top of Marco Wilson. There is no room there. The only thing that Virginia had going for him was that Wilson hadn't turned his head and looked for the football.
Coming in. Tied at 14. Here's Kyle Trask to throw. It's batted up in the air.
Throw the football.
Play to your strengths. Here's Trask throwing underneath and the country. 120 yards per game. Here's Trask again to throw. Trask under center. Hands off to Pirine. Has some space. He's got a blocker in front of him and Hammond. And a big run. Down to the 37. Here's Trask.
And before his shoulder hit the ground, I thought that ball was out.
Look at this. Trask will run again.
Fisher felt like they just didn't have absolutely clear video to overturn the call on the field.
Look at the time that Trask has. He's going to run for a third consecutive play and leans his shoulder in there. Was honored pregame on the field. Here's Pirine. Florida had run 5 consecutive running plays. Now Trask with 6. See if Trask looks that way. Got all sorts of time. Now looks to get out of there as the pocket breaks down. Throw all the way across the field. It is caught. So it's a 1st and goal for Florida. Trask to throw for it, and it's batted down.
With those arms in the way.
12th play of the drive. Trask wants to run for it. That's Tony in motion. Trask, look to Tony. Now goes the other side of the field, and it's knocked away. It's 14 of 16 during the regular season. Kick on the way, and it is right down the middle. Here in Miami, Virginia trailing by 3. In motion. Here's Perkins. He'll throw to Joe Reed. They want to get the hands in the ball in Joe Reed. 3rd and 6. Here's Perkins. Pocket collapses. And he is dropped for the sack. 17-14 Florida. 7:20 left here in the half. Trask to throw. Put some nice air underneath it, and it's caught by Van Jefferson.
Value at the next level would be as a tight end.
Go to the ground game. Here's Malik Davis. Quick screen out to Jefferson on the 3rd and 17. Again, to go to the conservative screen route to Davis out of the backfield, spinning away, and he'll still be from the 35. Here's Trask throwing underneath, caught for the 1st down. This will come out. Jones was successful the first time running it.
Could throw the football too. He's got a dynamic arm.
2nd down and 7. Again, it's Jones. Trask to throw. Virginia rushing 4. Underneath, completes to Van Jefferson. 5 on this drive for 70 yards. On the ground, a Pirine to his left. Wide open lane into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Third touchdown of the game for LaMichael Pirine. 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. Man, that looked easy.
Yeah, well, and that was probably the starter next year with Trask and Emory Jones coming back. And so this was the intent of...
That would seem rather unlikely. 2nd down and 6. Here's Perkins in some trouble, able to escape. Back at his own 12, throwing on the run and completing. Here's the pressure. Perkins unloads, and 5 ticks left. Here's 3rd and 6. Pressure. Perkins able to get out of there momentarily, throwing on the run. On the ground, it's Pirine. It's Pirine again. Steal of possession. They got 1 and scored on a short field. Probably need another turnover. Here's Van Jefferson.
Who was their nickel. They lost 4 starters in the secondary.
Tough to overcome that. Trask can't get out of that one. Long is not part of that record anymore. On the ground. Set it up for Pirine. And
years they've been waiting for that victory, and they asked him to break the rock. Very emotional time for him.
Perkins in all sorts of trouble. That's the part of end, A-N-D. That's the philosophy there. On the ground, here's Joe Reed. They hand it to him. Haven't we been spending these 2.5 quarters praising the offensive line for Florida? Here's Kyle Pitts. Here's Trask to throw. Trask throwing. That ball is just the Bills won a playoff game. And they beat the Miami Dolphins, the wild card round. Here's Perkins firing a strike to Janet. He's got the first down yardage. Nearly gave it to Talapapa. Throws down the field for Cowley, and he couldn't come up with it. 2nd down and 10. Here comes the blitz. It's picked up nicely. Perkins, another shot. It's Dubois, and he overthrew him. Blitz picked up momentarily, and then Perkins going to be picked up and thrown down.
Bryce Perkins, you work on those plays all bowl practice, and they're open. You got to hit them.
There's Trask. He hits his man, Kyle Pitts. With 20 or more catches in the FBS. So spreading it around. Back to the run game here. Trask going to run it right up the middle. Just a ton of green in front of him. As we said earlier, Trask is a willing participant in the run game. Flea flicker from Pirine. Here's Trask to throw. Hits Van Jefferson. He'll make a few moves.
And when he adds in pass pro, that's an NFL back.
Here's Trask taking a shot and should have been intercepted. Interception in the game, but could easily have 2 more. More trickeration. Here's Kadarius Toney now with the football. 3rd down and 9. Trask, call this a 49-yard field goal attempt. He has hit from 50 this season. McPherson on the way. And it is good. That looked like it was very close to going over the upright. An extra point in overtime on a thrilling game.
Well, how does he get drafted that late after that game?
Across the middle, it's Cowley. And Perkins was right on time this time. At the Florida 23. Here's Perkins trying to run for it. He's yet to break a big run here. Good protection. Perkins throws, completes to... It's Cowley in motion. Perkins wants to run and does so. That's Cowley in motion. It's picked up. Perkins throwing and airmailing it. This could be your ball game here. They can get a first down. Here's Perkins for Reed. Has a lane and has a touchdown. Joe Reed into the end zone for Virginia.
Bronco Mendenhall said he's going to let it all hang out. He had some tricks up his sleeve when he needed it most. He pulled one out. That play was perfectly executed. That's Robert and I, the offensive coordinator. And a great block by Ryan Swoboda, the offensive tackle, at the last minute to give a crease to Joe Reed. History.
2 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Trask. Out for Pirine.
A little bit rattled, but now an opportunity to get back on track.
Here's Pirine. On the ground. Pirine not going to get there. 1 for 1 on 4th down conversions today. They're going to snap it. Option. Pirine will get there. Here's Trask. Zips one across the middle. Wide open is Tyree Cleveland. This time he hands it to someone else. It's Pirine. Gashes the left side. Pirine, pylon. Alabama. Instead, it's Trask running into the end zone for the touchdown for Florida.
They go for 2 here. It's the right decision. Make this a 14-point game. What a drive.
Here's Trask. Coming all the way across the field, and it's knocked away. You get that S on the end of Rodgers, too. Don't cheat him on that. Here's Perkins to throw. Incomplete to Dubois. Coaches feel that way, but they would never tell you that. But Coach Mendenhall said exactly that. But they're not done yet. Here's Dubois. Here's Perkins. It's Dubois again. Dubois has done a lot of growing and maturing. He's obviously a talented guy. Here's Perkins on the run. Somebody's helmet popped off. It's Cowley on the receiving end.
Plays.
2nd down and 6. Here's Perkins.
Hook behind it.
1st and 10. Haven't totally abandoned the run game. Here's Talapapa. Here's Perkins. Nothing doing there. Everybody's in trouble. Perkins lofts one. 50-50 ball is picked off. Kaiir Elam comes up with the interception. On Assis Dubois, the receiver. And Elam wins that battle. And it's a critical turnover.
Top, great design there from Todd Grantham. Making it look like a blitz, but it being coverage, he fooled Bryce Perkins into throwing that one up.
Todd talked about him earlier. Elam does look special.
He's got so much confidence. As a true freshman, to get your head turned around and go after that ball, you can see it.
Backed up from their own 2. Florida looks to throw out of it with Van Jefferson. Plenty of breathing room down the sideline. Van Jefferson to be wrestled out of bounds. See how Florida manages the final 4.5 minutes. Here's Jones right up the middle. It is Pirine, and he's got the 1st down. You want to change it? 3.5 to go. Missed by everyone. Here's Freddie Swain for Florida.
And certainly now they have the coach and the talent. So different situations.
On the way and blasts it through. Evan McPherson is good. And it's a 15-point Florida lead now. Well, I don't think that will happen. The highlight is that people are talking about Virginia as a football school.
Competed for championships, and he's got to do it again and again.
Here's Perkins still firing.
Unbelievable career, and you got to give so much credit to him for what he has done in perseverance.
A little shake and bake there, loads up and fires downfield, and it's Jana. What a catch. I mean, it was a total fluke kind of injury that could have had him never play football again. But he rehabbed wearing a brace, and he's out here doing this in the Orange Bowl. 70 seconds left. Here's Perkins, surveying, throwing.
2 yards to break the all-time record.
Look out, Sean Moore. And there it is, the throwback to the lineman, Bobby Haskins, into the end zone for a touchdown. That's how you smash a record.
After further review, it's been determined that the quarterback threw a forward pass to an ineligible. This is illegal touching of a forward pass by the offense, number 70. Will be penalized 5 yards from the previous spot.
Just put a suit and tie on us, Cruz. A little powder. Out to Reed, makes a couple moves. Here's Joe Reed. That's Cowley in motion. Fake it to Kaiir. Perkins wants to throw. Pass was deflected. It's caught for the touchdown. Assis Dubois for the score. 38 seconds left. They get the touchdown. That makes it a 9-point game.
Well, I was asking the question, what did they have left in the tank? And they had a beautiful play here. I love the design of
a career high 4 touchdown passes tonight.
And here it is. Here's Cowley, the tight end. He's going to come over in motion, and then he's going to run in the flat. And then Dubois is going to come from the top all the way to the other side of the field. And you see him raise his hand, and he's wide open. And great job by Bryce Perkins of finding him.
Tom Barbary tells me, Grease, that in this era where no one has successful onside kicks, Virginia's 2 for 2 this season in successful onside kicks.
Don't go anywhere.
How many different onside kicks do you have?
Yeah, you got a couple.
Let's see if they change it up. Will it be Delaney?
You can see
or Mejia?
See Pitts back there on the right.
It's Mejia again. Just punches it, travels the necessary distance. And it was Freddie Swain.
And give credit to Virginia. They played their hearts out. They missed some opportunities, certainly. And but at the end of the day, they came here and everybody counted them out. They competed till the end. And they can go home with their heads held high.
And those two widely respected head coaches come together. 36-28. Florida wins a hard-fought victory. Welcome to the Ford postgame show. Down to the field. Here's Molly McGrath, Coach Mullen.
Thank you, Steve. Coach, Virginia battled until the final seconds. What did it take to win this game?
Well, we had to keep battling too. You know, I mean, they're an excellent team. You saw that all year. You saw they kept battling, kept fighting. They got a hell of a quarterback. Made a ton of plays. I thought we got a little sloppy and lackadaisical there at times in the second half. But I'll be honest with you, I'm proud of our guys. We found a way to finish. You know, I told everybody it was a lot harder to go from 4 wins to 10. Then it was harder to go from 10 to 11 than it is from 4 to 10 that we did last year. So 11-win season, second straight New Year's Six Bowl victory. Program's headed in a great direction. I'm proud of our guys, proud of how we battled and fought all year, all the adversity we faced. Great win for our guys. And that was a heck of a team we played. You knew they were going to play hard the entire game.
LaMichael Pirine made such an impact on this game. How meaningful is it for you to see a senior like him go out with a performance like that?
Well, you know, I know he's one of the best backs in the country and came back his senior year and might not, if you just purely look at stats and rushing yards, you might just kind of get a misread on it. But the reality of he's one of the best backs in the country, and he showed it out here tonight, running, catching, all around, great running back. Proud of him, proud of all these seniors. Bought in. Every one of the seniors came out here, played in their final game, played in this bowl game, and they get to go out Capital One Orange Bowl champions.
You told me you came to Florida to win a championship. You're Orange Bowl champs. What's next, Coach?
Well, hey, we got to get back. We're going to enjoy this for a day or two. Heck of a year. The 2019 Gator football team was really special. You know, to come out, going to finish as a top 10 team, maybe even a top 5 team. Orange Bowl champions. That's really special. And the 2020 team will be born in about 2 weeks. And if we want to go from 11 to 12, it's a lot harder to go from 11 to 12 than it is to go from 10 to 11.
Well, congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you. Go Gators.
Steve, back to you.
All right, Molly, and right back down to the field. The story of the game, the star of the game, LaMichael Pirine is standing by with Todd McShay.
Well, Michael, it's been a struggle to run the football all year long, but then you end not only the season but your career with a career high in rushing and have the production you had. How does that feel knowing you finish your career this way?
First, I just want to thank God, man. Without him, nothing is possible. My offensive line, I want to thank them. I want to thank Coach Mullen, just thank everybody. We prepared well for this game.
You've been through a lot throughout your career. You've had some struggles, but you finished with 10 wins and now 11 wins. How does it feel knowing that you're leaving this program in such better shape than it was a few years ago?
Just knowing my sophomore year when it was 4-7, we came back having 2 double-digit win seasons, and just great, man. We're getting the Gator standard back.
Congratulations, Michael. You did a great job tonight. Yep.
All right, Todd, thank you. It was a special performance by Pirine and a hard-fought victory. One score, Florida beats Virginia. Stay tuned for the Capital One Orange Bowl MVP trophy presentation right down to the field on the big stage where she belongs, and Molly McGrath.
Welcome, everyone, to the 2019 Capital One Orange Bowl trophy presentation. Congratulations to both teams on an exciting fourth quarter game, and thank you to all the fans who came out today to make this an incredible atmosphere for both of these teams. Right now, here's Orange Bowl Committee President and Chair Jose Romano to present the Capital One Orange Bowl trophy to Florida's head coach, Dan Mullen.
Well, thank you, Molly, and on behalf of the entire Orange Bowl Committee, I want to congratulate both of these teams on an incredibly hard-fought game tonight. I want to congratulate the University of Virginia on their first appearance in our Orange Bowl game. But now it is my pleasure to present to you, Coach Dan Mullen, the 2019 Capital One Orange Bowl trophy.
That's a little heavy, Coach. Grab an orange. Hey, Coach, we joked before the game that this felt like a home game for the Florida Gators. What kind of impact did your fans make in this one? How much did that mean to you guys?
Well, obviously, playing here at home in the state of Florida, we are the University of Florida as our state, and you look at all the fans, the Gator Nation that supported us. Especially, I want to give a huge shout out to the Gator Band. All year long, supporting the team, the Gator Nation everywhere, our student body, best fans in the country. And I want to thank the Gator Nation for everything showing up and giving us that home field advantage today.
Turning over a program is tough. You have to lean on guys like your veterans, your seniors. What have guys like LaMichael Pirine and the veterans on your team meant to you?
You know what? They're so special. A little over 2 years ago, I got hired to be the head coach here at the University of Florida, and I told all those guys in the first meeting, hey, you know what? I mean, we're going to earn each other's trust. And I believe in all of you, and you came here to Florida to live up to the Gator standard. And if you look at that now, these guys bought in. The seniors, the upperclassmen came in, they bought into everything we're doing. They bought into what the Gator standard is. You look at all our former players that are back, understand what it means to be a Gator and to win and finish with a win in a second straight New Year's Six bowl game, second straight top 10 finish. They've restored what the Gator standard's back. And I know they're building for what we want to build, which is a championship program that's consistently competing for both SEC and national championships. And I certainly hope all these underclassmen understand they got to live up to that underclassmen so we can get back here next January for the national championship game.
Well, LaMichael Pirine is our MVP of this game. He lived up to that Gator standard, especially in tonight's game. And here to present the MVP trophy to LaMichael Pirine is Capital One General Counsel Matt Cooper.
On behalf of Capital One, I would like to congratulate the University of Virginia and the University of Florida on an outstanding season and a great game. And I would also like to announce the most valuable player for the 2019 Capital One Orange Bowl, LaMichael Pirine. Congratulations.
LaMichael, what does it mean to end your career with Florida with a performance like the one that you had tonight?
It's just a blessing, man. I want to thank God for everything He put me through. I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad. I just want to thank everybody in the Gator Nation, man. It just feels good. And another thing, we won the state.
Well, congratulations to our 2019 Capital One Orange Bowl champions, the Florida Gators. Steve, back to you.
Okay, and speaking of the state, Miami has been good, specifically to Florida. The Gators improved to 4-0 in Orange Bowls all time. Back in 2009, Florida won the BCS championship game right here. And as Coach Mullen noted, the college football championship game will be played next year at this stadium, a year from the New Orleans game. Back with Scott Van Pelt on SportsCenter. More postgame after this.
The Ford postgame is brought to you by the Ford F-150. Built Ford tough.